Páni a dámy, vítejte u pokračování u hry Gothic 2 Noc Havrana. Minule jsme se dostali do táboru banditů. A dneska se podíváme tady na ty první úkoly. Tábor banditů je rozdělen na dvě části, na vrchní a spodní. Tak a kde začneme vlastně? Máme si vlastně, co jsem pochopil, zajít tady za jedním tím hlavním. Jo, za Estebanem. Tak jo, co nám řekne?
So you're the fellow who fought his way into camp, huh?
That got around fast.
Franco was a tough nut. No one messed with him.
He was falling
No
down
one.
drunk.
Except you. Just to make it clear,
That's no secret.
if you try the same shit with me,
Better to watch
I'll
out.
kill you.
Tell one.
He thinks it's as easy as that.
I want to get into the mine.
Of course you do. Then you're in the right place with me. Because everyone who digs in the mine gets to keep a hefty share of the
Nobody ever
gold.
asked me.
And I hand out the red stones you need so that Thoris will let you
Tell
in.
you.
He should have known better.
Give me one of those red stones.
All over
Okay,
again.
but they aren't free. Normally I demand a share of the gold the boys get for digging. How much do you know about mining gold, huh? You don't appear to know a whole lot about it. If I give you a redstone, it won't be because you're such a great digger. No. I have another job for you.
He really should have known better.
What sort of job?
One of the bandits planned to kill me, but instead,
I couldn't care less.
my guards killed him.
He was hot for your job, huh?
More trouble.
He was an idiot. A thug without a brain.
Things would have turned out differently.
He never
if
would
it
have got
hadn't
the
been
idea
for
to
us.
attack me on his own.
They all
Nah.
were rabbits.
He was only fulfilling a contract. Someone else sent him.
So, I'm supposed to find out who was behind it.
Whoever sent me this assassin will pay for it. Find him,
That was no big deal.
and I'll let you into the mine.
Senyan sent me to you about this business.
Senyan? He also works for me.
That was no big deal.
I told him he should keep his eyes open.
I wouldn't have done that.
How should I go about it?
Everyone here in the camp knows about it. So you're playing with all your cards on the table, huh? Try to find out who's on my side and who isn't.
Myself.
And don't let the boys make a fool of you. Talk to
You don't
Snaff.
have to ask me that.
That fat cook picks up a lot.
What does he know about duty?
I need better armor.
There've been all
Why?
kinds of rumors.
You already have some. That's good enough for you now. If you complete your assignment, we'll talk about it
They all
again.
ran like rabbits. I was completely alone.
Dobrá, musíme teda promluvit si s tím,
That's exactly what I said.
no, jak se jmenuje ten Silian, nebo jak se jmenuje, tady, ten, co tady vlastně pracuje pro Estebana.
Hey! I've talked to Esteban.
And did he tell you about the attack?
He ordered me to find out who sent the assassin. Do you know anything about that?
No more than you do. I'm also on the hunt for the guy behind it. And now we come to the interesting part.
Let's hear it.
I want you to do your job well. I want you to find the traitor, and when you have found him, I want you to kill him for me. Then I will pocket the reward. I have your wanted poster. Don't forget that. Do your job and do it well. You can figure out what will happen otherwise.
Forget it.
Then what do I still need you for, you bum?
Hey, people! Look who we...
Dobrá.
Whoa, that hurt! Defend yourself!
Dobrá, tak já jsem to posral. Doufám, že jsem to nepokazil teďka. Nebo doufám teda. Tak jo. Teďka podívám se do zapisníku. Ne. Dobrá. Zkusím teda promluvit se Snafem, nebo Emilio? Snaf, kde je Snaf? Bandita, Fin, bandita. Tady by měl být nějak, myslím...
Tell me, why did Senyan yell, "Look who we have here"?
Unpaid debts. Do you have a problem with that?
No, man, I don't have a problem with it. Quite the opposite. The bastard worked for Esteban.
What do you know about the attack?
Hey, man, I didn't have anything to do with it.
What do you have against Esteban?
All that swine thinks about is money. Every few days, one of us gets eaten by a crawler. But Esteban just won't send any fighters into the mine. And why? Those guys belong to Raven's bodyguards, and Esteban is scared shitless to tell them. He'd rather let us get killed.
Dobrá. Tady by někdy měl být někde Snaf, nebo jak myslím ten z Gothicu 1. Já jsem teďka zmatený tady s tou kolou.
Do you really think?
Ten je v hospodě asi jo.
Nothing to be had there.
Dobrá. Já si to ukládám, nebudu zatím. Logan. Lucia. Hele, snad.
Hey, you!
Do you want to eat or chatter? What'll it be?
What do you know about the attack?
The thing with Esteban? You know how it is. The barkeeper hears everything, but never takes sides.
At least tell me who I can go to.
Oh man, where's the difference? Forget that.
So do you know something?
I didn't say that.
If you were in my place, what would you do?
I would think about what I know about the guy behind it. First, it was probably one of the bandits. That means he's here in the camp. Second, that he's here in the camp means that he is watching you. Third, as long as he thinks that you're on Esteban's side, he'll never reveal himself to you. So, the interesting question is, what are your chances of finding your man?
What are my chances of finding my man?
You bumped off one of Esteban's people. The man you're looking for will believe you're on his side. But he won't just reveal himself to you. You'll have to find out more.
Thanks.
Hey, I didn't tell you anything you didn't already know. Got it?
Dobrá, a zkusíme nějakého kopače ještě, zeptal se. Fin.
About the attack on Esteban.
Yes?
Do you have any idea who was behind it?
Sure. Let me tell you. I bet that Emilio is behind this. He always ran to the mine like a crazy man. He dug as much as he could. But since the attack, he's been sitting on his bench, not budging an inch. It's obvious. To get into the mine, he has to have a red stone from Esteban. I bet he doesn't dare look him in the eye.
Better to watch out when you tell one.
There's more, believe me.
What would Emilio get out of Esteban's death?
What do I know? Maybe he has a pal in the mine who would take over Esteban's place then. Yeah, that would make sense.
That was no big deal.
Tak Emilio, to je ten vlastně tady tady u hospůdky.
Hey! What do you know about the attack?
Nothing at all.
What do you know about the attack?
Hey, man, I didn't have anything to do with it.
You look like a digger.
I am a digger. The last time I was in the mine, I worked my ass off.
Why aren't you in the mine now?
I was in the mine long enough and slaved away until I was about to fall over. Now I need a few days' rest. Before I get my next red stone.
Leonard told me a bit about you.
Leonard? That guy's an idiot. You must have noticed.
He said you haven't been in the mine since the attack happened.
I don't know anything.
Help me find out who was behind the attack.
No, I don't want anything to do with it.
If an idiot like Leonard notices that you're behaving oddly, it won't take long before Esteban finds out too.
Shit. I'll tell you one name. Nothing more.
I'm listening.
Huno. Go to Huno. He must know something about this business.
Dobrá. Huno je, myslím, že pokud vím, jsem se načet, tak to je, myslím, kovás, nebo něco takového. Jo, to je kovás.
About the attack on Esteban.
What do you want from me?
I'm looking for the person behind the attack.
And why are you coming to me about that?
I thought you might know something about that business.
I don't know anything.
You should have known better.
It's no secret.
Anything's possible.
What do you know about the attempt on Esteban's life?
Nothing, man. I didn't have anything to do with it. What do you want from me?
And there's more, believe me.
Huno is suspected of having something to do with the attack.
I don't know anything about it.
And there's more, believe me.
That'll only cause more trouble.
That will never change.
That's nothing.
I used to say that myself.
I've heard a few things about you.
So?
Emilio spat out your name. You definitely know something about the attack.
You've been having a chat with old Emilio, eh? Maybe I should also have a word with him. I'm sure that afterwards he'll say the exact opposite. Now listen, you move your ass out of here before I forget myself.
Tak jak kurusy, no.
I'm staying out of it.
Tak já nevím, co teď tady mám napsané. Tak kurusy, ale teďka nevím.
Do you deal?
Huno has steel. I only have a few lumps of ore, but I won't give that up. It's the only thing I have of value.
Same old thing.
Do you
all
work for
over again.
Huno?
I wanted to make up a bit of gold and took up with Huno, but since then, Esteban hasn't given me anything at all. He said he can't use me anymore. What else can I do but continue to slave away for Huno?
I couldn't get away with that.
I wouldn't have done that.
But you work for Huno, so you do know something.
Simply needs to
I know
practice.
nothing. Honest, I have to go now.
That's exactly what I said.
Wait a minute.
That will never change.
Do you know what Esteban will do to you when he finds out you're covering for Huno?
Man, leave me alone. I don't have anything to do with that business.
You have to feel sorry for the poor guy.
He really should
Tell me
have
what
known
you know
better.
now, or I'll slam you into the wall, Paul.
You can't rough me up just because you work for the boss.
I can.
Cut the crap.
Paul.
All I know is that Huno has a bone to pick with Esteban. He's constantly going on at me about that Esteban, that he screwed up business for him and so on. I only listened and never said anything.
Exactly. You see, that wasn't so bad.
Exactly what I said.
Dobrá.
I used to say that myself.
Tak, teďka si promluvíme s Hunem.
Hey, you!
Huno.
I couldn't get away with that.
I've heard a few things about you.
Again? It had better be something important this time.
Paul said you hate Esteban.
So, did he? What else?
Emilio spat out your name. You definitely know something about the attack.
You've been having a chat with old Emilio.
And he isn't the only one who suspects you.
What's that supposed to mean, huh?
It had to happen sooner or later.
All just rumors.
I want to join forces with the assassin.
Against Esteban, really? Then prove it. I've been waiting for too long for a delivery of steel from the pirates. I suspect that Esteban captured it in order to sell it to me later at a higher price. Of course, he won't do that himself. A couple of bandits in the swamp are on his payroll.
How do you know that?
Drunken bandits talk too much.
Does this talkative bandit have a name?
His name is none of your business, but the guy you're looking for is called Juan. Anyway, I haven't seen him in the camp for a long time. You'll have to look for him in the swamp.
I couldn't care less.
He should have known better.
He thinks it's as easy as that.
First, tell me who is behind the attack.
No, I don't trust you.
Look, the next conversation I have is either going to be with the person behind the attack or with Esteban. Who I talk to is your choice.
All right. I'll get you together with a perpetrator. But it happens the way I say. Got it? Go to the bar and talk to the barkeeper. You'll learn everything else from him.
Dobrá, máme jít za barmanem.
What does he know about duty?
Tak jo. Zkusíme promluvit se Snafem. To je místní barman. Počkat, ne. Lucia.
Aren't you from Corinus?
Don't remind me. My life in that city was horrible. While the ships with the new convicts kept coming in, there was still life in the town. But all those other guys? No thanks. Maybe it's because we're on an island. Well, those days are over. I'm finished with Eldritch.
Why?
He's a wimp. When the bandits dragged me off, he didn't lift a finger to help me.
Dobrá, kde je Snaf?
Hey.
Huno sent me.
Looks like you found your man. Go on up to the next floor. Someone's waiting for you.
Někdo na mě bude čekat, jo? Tak já si to tady uložím třeba do druhého sejfu. Tak jo, vylezeme nahoru. Hele, fisk.
What do you know about the attempt on Esteban's life?
Listen, I don't want anything to do with that business, got it? I have my own worries. I'm a victim myself.
In what way?
I paid a lot of gold for my last delivery, but it never came. Some swine made off with it. I've been robbed, probably by some of our own people.
What sort of delivery?
A packet of lockpicks. Someone was supposed to get them from the pirates for me. But a guy named Juan snatched it away from me, including the gold that I paid for it. That bastard is hiding somewhere in the swamp.
So you were behind the attack?
Yes. Esteban is in the way of my business. He won't let any of the bandits who work for me into the mine. He's making sure that everyone works for him, and only for him. That way, he can pocket a percentage of every deal and control the whole camp.
Do you want to take his place?
No, I'm a traitor. I just want to go about my business in peace.
What are you planning?
We'll get Esteban out of the way. That means you will kill him and take his place.
As long as his bodyguards are with him, I don't have a chance.
Then we'll have to get them to leave by telling the truth.
What truth?
You have done your job. You know that I was behind the attack. Tell Esteban and he'll send his boys to kill me. I'll expect them here. When they're gone, you can deal with the bastard and I'll take care of the guards.
Tak jo, jak tady mám napsané? Nájemná vražda. Tak jo. Já tady koukám. Tak jak koukám, tak tady máme napsáno, že jo, já půjdu napráskat toho fiska. A já se půjdu zbavit, co tady je napsáno, toho Estebana. Jak to tady vidím na to? Tak jo.
About the assignment.
Listen, I have other things I have to take care of.
I thought you might be interested in knowing who was behind the attack.
Who is it? Tell me his name so my guards can wring his neck.
The traitor Fisk is behind it. At the moment, he's sitting in the bar unsuspecting and drinking.
Ha! Well done, kid. My guards will take care of him. You heard him, boys. Go get Fisk.
Nothing's ever gonna change.
And what happens next?
What happens next? I'll tell you what happens. Fisk will die a painful death, and everyone in the camp will find out about it. That'll be a warning to all of them.
Do I get a red stone now?
Yeah, you did your job well. Someone like you has no business in the mine. I can use you much better out here. You'll stay in the camp and continue working for me.
You don't have to tell me that.
Are you trying to play me for a fool? There was never a question of me working for you.
It isn't everyone who gets an offer like this, but if you don't want it, you're free to leave the camp.
How about if you keep your word and give me a red stone?
Hey, one more word. My guards will have to hurt you too.
What guards?
What? Oh, I see. You're trying to pull a fast one. Just you wait.
Show him who's boss.
No, bezva, tak tady mě zabili pěkně. Jo, nebude to jednoduché. Já bych si nejraději vzal tu zbroj na sebe. Zkusím promluvit s ním, jestli mi nedá. Tak to dáme takhle.
And what? Do I? Are you?
Hey,
what?
What?
Ale oni umřel na místě.
And now for some action. Yeah, that's the ticket. Attaboy! Watch out!
Dobrý, zabili jsme Estebana. A máme pěkně 5 tabulek červených. Tak, osobní stráž. Tyjo. Ty teda měli něco. Tak jo, vybereme je. A hlavně jak tady koukám. Tak vlastně oni měli umuzit ty hospody, tady nebo tady někdy dole vlastně. Ale jako tomu, že já jsem přeskakoval ty dialogy. Protože už jsme je četli. Tak jo. Tak vlastně jsme na dobré cestě. Hele, tady něco je. Lektvara. Uložíme si to do druhého saveu. Já to radši budu ukládat častěji teďka i do dalších saveů. A zajdeme za Fickem. Myslím, že? Jo, myslím, že zajdeme za tím Fickem a řekneme mu, že jsem splnil ten úkol.
Hey, you! Esteban is finished.
I've waited for this for a long time. I think you've got things to do now, and I need to go back to my business. So, if you need anything else, you know.
Dobrá. Tak jo, my teďka skočíme tam nahoru za Torusem. Vlastně už se můžeme dostat do toho, asi ne, ještě vlastně, nebo nám Torus dá ještě nějaký ten úkol, ale jako vždy, jak to bylo v Gothicu 1, tak teďka nám taky dá úkol.
You know the rule. No one goes into the mine without a redstone tablet.
Forget the mine. I have to see Raven.
Even then, we have rules here and they apply to everyone, even to you. Go back. If you try to enter the upper square without permission, the other guards will kill you. Those are the rules.
Been there, done that.
I could have told you that before.
You don't have to tell me that.
I have a redstone tablet here.
Okay. You killed Esteban, so you will do his job now. They have a few problems with mine crawlers in the mine. 3 diggers have bought it already. It's your job to provide replacements.
And when can I finally get into the damned mine?
Do your job. Afterwards, you can do what you want.
If it hadn't been for us.
I could have told you that before.
Don't you remember me from the old camp?
Can't rely on
You were one of the prisoners. Maybe you were one of my guards. And? Does that make us allies now? No, it doesn't. Maybe you're the guy who brought down the barrier. Maybe you also killed my pals. So what? Those times are over.
They all ran like rabbits. I was completely alone.
I'm staying out of it.
Dobrá. My musíme zajistit vlastně nové kopače. Tak to není problém. Vlastně tam pošleme tady tyhle kopače.
You're needed in the mine.
You really do have a red stone for me. Excellent. Now I'll work that damned rock to crumbs. I already know exactly where I'll go. One more thing. If you go mine and watch out that you don't strike too hard. Otherwise your pickaxe will get wedged in the gold.
Dobrá.
Hi.
What you want?
You're needed in the mine.
Sure thing, boss. You want to see the best in the mine? Then I'll get back to it. Oh, something else. I'll let you in on a digger's secret. Now and then it's a good idea to give it a really good whack. If you've hacked a couple of times and nothing has come out, then drag the point of the pick sideways across the rock. With a little luck, you'll get several chunks at once that way.
Emilio.
Hey. You're needed in the mine.
So now you're the boss here. Okay, then I'll get going.
Tak jo, hotová práce. Tak můžeme jít dále. A vlastně co mi to udělalo? No dobrý, pojď. Ne, něco se mi zdálo. Tak co to Rus?
I sent out 3 guys.
All right. Then as far as I'm concerned, you can go in.
I'm staying out of it.
Vlastně teďka to můžeme uložit a jdeme dovnitř. Tak.
Halt! Get out of my way, guard.
All right, you can pass.
Tak jo. Dobré, tak teďka vlastně my můžeme jít dovnitř do chrámu. A ty nás asi nepustí.
Hey, slow down. You aren't getting in there, so beat it.
Get out of my way. I have to see Raven.
No one enters these quarters. Direct orders from Raven himself.
It is damned important that I get to him.
No, it isn't. Only Blodwyn has permission to stay in there.
Blodwyn is in there? Then get him out.
Huh, do you seriously believe I'd do that? Maybe you're an important man in the camp now, but your power ends right here. Got it? So go to the mine and dig for gold or do something else, but don't stand in the way here.
Blodwyn? Isn't he supposed to be dead?
He's stronger than ever before. And if he finds out that someone is causing trouble out here, he'll make mincemeat out of you.
We'll talk again.
You already know what I'll tell you then.
Dobrá. Tak teďka vlastně do toho chrámu jedině se dostaneme tak, že zajdeme do těch dolů. Je tady mrtvola otroka. Ale další mrtvola. Tady to nějak umírá, ne? Jej, ne, tady to je mrtvý. Dobrá. Tak vlastně dovnitř, teda, aby jsme se dostali do toho chrámu, tak musíme zajít do, tady do těch dolů. A pozabíjet tam důlní červy, já to všechno mám tady napsané na druhém monitoru, tak mám to tady tak pěkně napsané, tak tam vlezeme, no. Tak máme pozabíjet moje oblíbené důlní červy. V nějakých vedlejších štolách. Tyjo.
Wait a minute.
Is there a problem?
Mine crawlers. Lots and lots of mine crawlers. We've run into a nest here.
Why don't we attack the crawlers?
I asked that too. But the guards had more important things to do. Blodwyn has left it to me to remove this problem.
I don't suppose you're planning to fight the crawlers.
Why should I? So that we can get at the gold in the cave? Blodwyn will just take most of it for himself anyway, and I'm not risking my neck for the little bit I'd get. If you want to fight the crawlers, don't let me stop you. Only don't lure them all out here, okay?
Dobrá. Tak vlastně my pozabijeme ty důlní červy. Jako v Gothicu 1. Tam jsme taky zabili důlní červy v tom hnízdu. Tyjo, tady je. No, tak my jsme v pohodě, máme lepší zbroj. Aha, já ji nemám na sobě. Tyjo, dobrý. Dobrý, dobrý. Já si dám větší ten léčení. Tahle epizoda trochu bude delší, ale je to potřeba. Tak jo. Ty důlní červové nejsou nějak těžké, jak koukám. Vlastně dalo by se pozabít jednoduchým způsobem, že byste ji nalákali po jednom. Tak pojď, po jednom. Tak jo. Jsou to zkušenosti zdarma mimochodem. To je lektvar. Škoda, že neumím si vzít z nich ty platy. Z důlních červů. Tak pojď. No má úroveň. Bezva. Tak jo. Dá se vůbec Gothicu 2 naučit ovládat ty? Neovládat ty. Jak se to nazývá? Z těch důlních červů získat ty jejich jako kruníze a nechat si udělat zase tu zbroj nebo takhle na ty pláty. No, já myslím také ty pláty, které šly v Gothicu 1 získat a vy jste si mohli udělat tu zbroj z důlního červa. Tady asi to nejde. Nebo jo? Já nevím, napište mi to někdo. Co tady je svitek? Nějaký ten jo, myšec, to vypadá lektván, nevadí. Borůvka. Tak jo, tady je vlastně hotovo. Tak jo. Jako ta zbroj není špatná, tady ta, co teďka mám na sobě, ale já bych si nejraději vzal tu dračí zbroj, ale bohužel tady nemůžu ji nosit. A jak tak koukám, tak máme nějaké ty lektvary na rychlost. Škoda, že tady ty teleporty a takové věci nejsou jak v Gothicu, jak běžné, kdybyste měli teleport v inventáři a klikli jste si a teleport a je to, že, ale Blodwyn, no nekecej. Tak čus, Blodwyne.
Wait a minute.
You still aren't gone?
We still have to set something straight.
Jdeme bojovat.
It's too late for you anyway. Raven is opening the temple right now. Ha ha ha! Die, bastard!
Tak jo, pod Blodwyna. No, má lepší zbroj, ale no tohle bude problém. Jo. Kruci, no, tak tohle bude problém. Tohle bude problém. V tom ohledu, že on má lepší zbroj. Já nevím, jestli... mi tady štve, že asi nemůžu vzít nějakou jinou zbroj právě. Ach jo, tak ho jdem... No. Tak jdeme do toho. Tak jo, teďka musím dobře... Kurna! Jdou prčíc, no, já ho zabiju. Ach jo, nemůžu, že bych si někde vyvolal, nevím, třeba golema. Já bych ho, ach jo. Dobrá, přeskočíme, jdeme do boje. Krucina. Ne! Já mám kliknout nová hra. B2. Teďka se mi to zaseklo. Dobrá, tak tohle nechci. Tak to se stává. Budu zpátky. Tak tady vidíte, že se stane to, že překliknete. A načtete novou hru kompletně. Tak si na to musíte dávat bacha. Ach jo. Tady je problém, máme tu problém, Blodwyn je moc silný. Tak. Tak jdeme na to. Tady bude problém s ním. Já nemám tu sílu na to, že bych zabral nějakou silnější zbraň. Já se zkusím. A že bych ho napadl ze zadu. Jo? Dobrý. Ukáž. Hele, nemusel jsem s ním mluvit, v pohodě. Vydal jsem. Mám tu jeho hlavu a máme i novou zbroj, budeme mít. Je to takový tahák a nevadí. Zabil jsem nekrytého. Co tady je? Pivo! Berem. Tak jo. Ale měšec a svitek. Mimochodem, my jsme...
Hey, do you want to go digging? Then don't forget to stock up with...
What do I need then?
Well, at the very least... Or how about some healing potions?
Hele, skety! Tebe si pamatuju.
Blodwyn is dead.
There aren't many people I'd wish that on, but Blodwyn is better off dead.
How's business?
Since the tomb has been open, Raven has no more use for it. And
tak, co máš? No, má tady pěkně dobré věci. Třeba tady ty meče, sekeru. No nic, zeberu si ty lektovary. Protože ty si mi hodí. Ty se mi nestratí. A vlastně já jsem minule kupoval tady jablíčka, tak si dáme. Právě protože jablka nám můžou něco zvyšovat. Jak jich sníme dost. Tak já všechny sním, ten stejně nepotřebuji nějak. Dobrý. Tak jo, ještě. Tak já sním všechny. Nic se nestalo, nevadí. Ole, to mi je lektovar. Já si to uložím a zkusím to vzít teďka, když mu to vezmu tam z toho stolku. Tak jo. Dobrý. Na co to byl to nějaký důležitý lektovar? Vypadá, že ne, byl to jenom na zdraví. Dobrý. Tak jo, my jdeme do toho chrámu. Uvidíme, co tam. Jo, tady je ten portál. Já ho tak hledal dlouho.
So, on your way to the mine?
Yes.
Then watch out for yourself. Watch out better than these guys who are scattered all over the place here did.
Why? Are they dead?
They worked themselves to pieces.
Tak jo, tady můžu aktivovat ten portál. Tak jo. No a máme portál bez 2. A vlastně my můžeme teďka do chrámu. Tak jo. Tak jdeme dovnitř.
You again? You're getting on my nerves.
Here. Do you still want to stop me now?
Is that Blodwyn? Oh, that's
Blodwyn to má spočítaný.
No, I mean, you can go in.
No jo, tak konečně můžeme jít dovnitř. Tady je nějak mrtvo v tom chrámu. Měla by se nám pustit cutscena. Když půjdeme tam dozadu, myslím. Já tady zeberu z bedny. Tady je brnění Ravenových stráží. Máme novou zbroj, je to ta zbroj z Gothicu 1, kterou jako stínové nemůžeme mít. A je lepší nebo horší? No. No je lepší než ta. Tak když se podíváme, no pěkná zbroj to je. To je ta zbroj z Gothicu 1, kterou jsme nemohli mít. Je pěkná. Konečně ji můžeme mít aspoň v Gothicu 2, no. Tak jo, my si teda půjdeme, když půjdeme tudyma, tak by se nám měla spustit cutscena, jo. Bezva. Zavřela nám před nosem. Tak jo. Vlastně by tu někde měla být pak nějaká místnost, kde můžeme pozabíjet nějaké ty potvory. A když dojdeme k tím dveřím, tak by neměli jít otevřít.
What with?
Protože nám zavřel před nosem. Můžeme brečet, škemrat, všechno možné, ale neotevře nám to cestu dál. Tak my budeme se muset vrátit za Vatrasem a oznámit mu, že jsme to posrali, že jsem to nestihl. Tak každopádně, my tady ještě půjdeme semhle. Protože tady vzadu by Raven, myslím, měl, Raven, to má nějakou tu ochranku na mrtvých. Tady je mrtvo. A to doslova. Ježiš, to nemají... Chudáci, co jim to udělal. No ale neberu jim dost. A dobrá, au! Chlapi, počkejte. Ne tak rychle. Ty jo, kolik jsem vás nalákl na sebe. Doprčis. Chlapi, v klidu. Nic se neděje. Jen máte svoje období. Dobrý. Chlapi, počkejte. Já vám ukážu pravou sílu, kterou mám v kapse. A to je moje dračí zbroj. Tak jo, tady si ji můžu vzít. Tak chlapi, teďka ukážu, kde drako rozený. To by vlastně s tím nic neuberu pro... A to ještě není nejlepší zbroj toho drakobícu. Ale počkej chlapi, ne, já mezi váma nechci být. To je... Tohle nemůžeme dělat takhle. Je to nevhodný content, to nesmíme spolu tady být v jednom kruhu. Tyjo, ale to je problém je zabít. Já vím. To máme teprve druhýho, jo. Tak tohle je problém. Dobrý. Pohodě, zabiju je. Tak jo. To je vidět, co ten Raven dělá. Ale je si s černou magií. Magie je no ne, to není magie, to je nekromancie. No na Sardas tento umí líbno. Mají něco u sebe?
Nothing there, nothing to be had there.
Tak víte, co udělal za pokusy. Ale královský šťovík. Tak co tady? Lektvár, lahvička. Měšec, to určitě to je jejich výplata poslední, co tady museli nechat. Zlatá mince. Lektvar, svitek, lektvar. No každopádně tady máme hotovo. Tak se vydáme vlastně za Vatrasem, nebo jo, Vatras, jo. A ten nám řekne co dál. Hlavně si musím přehodit tu zbroj. Jo, vlastně tady je napsané pouze před bandity. Nemusíte nosit tuhle zbroj. Jinak by byl problém. Tak jo. Tak se vydáme za Vatrasem a ten nám řekne co dál. Já se podívám, jestli tu ještě něco není bokem. Ne. Dobrá, jdeme za Vatrasem. Ten nám řekne co dále. Co dále a takhle. Tak jo. Dobrá. Ještě to řekneme Torusovi mužem. A tam vzadu něco svítí na tom baráku, ne? Nebo se mi to zdá. Jako by tam něco bylo. A já to potřebuji. Co tam je? Hele, amulet. Hustý. Jaký amulet? Dobrý. Nepotřebuju, ale... Tak, vydáme se za Torusem. Řeknu Torusovi, že Blodwyn je mrtvý a Raven je zamknutý v chrámu. Tak jo. Dobré, nemá to. Torus, jsi tady? Kam šel? Kam on šel? No tady je.
Hey, you!
What are you planning?
What?
Now you've cleared Blodwyn out of the way too. I'm just asking myself who's next, Raven or me?
Are you afraid?
I'm not afraid of a fight, but I am afraid of the consequences of your actions. This camp is the only thing we have left. It may not have always run to perfection, but it does run. And with every person you kill, another piece of our community breaks up. We are bandits, Outcasts, lawbreakers, desperados. Wherever we go, we're hunted, locked up, and killed. There is no better place for us than this. No better time than now.
What are you getting at?
These men need someone to lead them. Who should that be? You? You, who is constantly roaming from place to place?
Then you take over the leadership of the camp.
Okay, but what about Raven?
Raven will soon have other worries. I'll take care of him. Oh, yes, and make sure that the prisoners can leave the camp in peace.
All right. I shall take care of all the guards out here.
Hey, what's with your armor? Where can I get armor like that?
You can't. This armor is reserved for Raven's guard. I hardly think there's an entrance exam for new candidates. But the ultimate decision isn't mine, it's Raven's.
It's important that I get to Raven.
Oh yeah? Do you really think you can make it through to him? His guards have orders not to let anyone in. You'd be dead before you even saw him. So knock that idea out of your head.
Tak jo, jdeme za Vatrasem. Tady máme aktivální portál a další zkušenosti do zásoby. Budela. A chybí nám 2 portály. No. Máme tady pokrok. Tak jo, kde pak je Vatras, nebo Satur... Ne, Vatras, jo to je Vatras. Nebo Saturos. Ne, Vatras je v Koreni, jsou to Saturas. Jo, mimo nahrávání jsem našel tu mrtvou Lanceho.
Be careful, my son. I do not want to mourn another such loss.
Same old thing all over again.
I have Lance's aquamarine ring here.
You had better give it to me so it does not fall into the wrong hands.
I could have told you that before.
About Raven, he has a gold mine, and he has the prisoners digging for gold.
That sounds like him. You must get the prisoners out of there.
Yes, of course. I'm working on it. I made my way into Raven's quarters.
And? What about Raven?
I came too late. He disappeared into the Adonis temple right before my eyes.
What? That is a catastrophe. Why didn't you follow him?
I couldn't follow Raven. He blocked the entrance from inside.
I must think. The question is, how did Raven get into the temple? And what did he do before he passed through the portal?
He spoke an incantation at the gate.
And before that?
He opened a burial chamber. I only know that he must have performed some sort of ritual there.
A ritual? Yes, that's it. I fear that Raven has made the power of the guardians of the dead his own. He got his knowledge of the temple from a spirit. You must go to Mixir and tell him about this. May Adonos protect you.
Dobrá, za Mixirem. Mixire, kde Maxi? Tady je.
Saturus sent me. Raven has made his way into the temple and blocked the portal from the inside. Saturus thinks he got his information about the temple from a ghost.
By Adonos! He must have summoned the high priest Cardamon to ask him about a way into the temple. According to the records, his grave was in the caves under the fortress. You will have to do the same. But you cannot ask Cardamon anymore. The grave of the warrior prince Quahodron is supposed to lie in the west of the valley. You will have to find it and waken Quahodron. It is written in these inscriptions how a believer of Adonos can summon a spirit.
Do you think that'll really work?
I've read a lot of crazy ramblings. For example, the writings of Iberian, the leader of the Brotherhood of the Sleeper. But I believe every word of the author of these writings.
Why Quahodron? Why not the high priest Cardamon?
Raven has desecrated the grave of Cardamon with his summoning. We can assume that. We shall have to look for another spirit.
The Brotherhood of the Sleeper didn't spread just lies. The sleeper really existed.
But it wasn't their lies that made them implausible. It was their words as such. They were more confusing than believable. They showed the excessive use of the swamp weed they smoked. It is the seriousness and prudence in the words on this stone tablet that convince me that this man wrote the truth.
Are you really serious?
I want to explore every possibility. Even if there is only a ghost of a chance for us to meet one of the builders, then we have to do it. Raven has managed to do it after all.
Assuming I want to summon this ghost, what do I have to do?
Find Quarhodran's grave in the west of the valley. His ghost can be summoned by the words of the Guardians of the Dead, which I have written for you here. That's all. Now you just have to find the grave. Good luck, my son.
Dobrá.
Hey.
Anefarius.
The trip through this portal is...
I haven't had any reservation.
Dobrá. Teďka přemýšlím, kde měl tam ty portály? Já bych rád měl další ohnisko.
Do you really think?
I've activated another one of the teleporter stones. Give me the next focus.
Of course. Here it is. Here are a few gold coins.
Dobrá. Tak jo. Máme hotovo. Každopádně pokračovat budeme příště. Budeme muset vyvolat nějakého ducha. Každopádně to si necháme na příště. Do příštího dílu budu rád za like, odběr, koment a za sdílení. No a příště nazdar.